It's car con carne. Let's eat in the car. It's car con carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
The concern with River is she starts interviewing me whenever we do stuff.
That is true.
It is. Okay.
I know.
All right, we'll begin. What a dreary night.
It is so dreary.
It's actually perfect for your music.
It is definitely
Like,
the right
The
atmosphere.
vibe is completely there for you.
Yes. It's giving vibes.
It is. This right here is Car Con Carne. Car Con Carne is a Q101. Yeah. Q101 podcast. I'm James Van Alstyne. Car Con Carne brought to us by Easy Automation, easy-automation.net. Transform your home into a smart home with cutting-edge automation. This is what smart living is all about. If you want to get started, get a quote. It's hassle-free to get a quote, and you'll find out how easy it is to make that dumb home you're living in a smart home. Call my guy Dan, 630-730-3728, 630-730-3728. That is easy-automation.net. All right, so River Toussaint Rabbitte is the front woman of wht.rbbt.obj, or if you just want to read it literally as it appears on the page, a favorite of this podcast, and she's getting ready to release a solo single called Put Down for Love, a, quote, slow-burning pop/R&B ballad that drips with passion, submission, and the intoxicating pull of obsession. Talking about your music is enough to send the audience to a cold shower.
I feel like we've had a conversation before that started just like that, and
well, it's going to go there again.
It's you know.
I've heard the lyrics to this song.
What does it mean?
I'm going to talk about that too. We are outside Tuscan Market and Wine Shop, 141 West Wing Street in Arlington Heights, a bucolic suburb, a lovely area. What a place. Tuscan Market and Wine Shop. Tracy LaPari, thank you. LaPari, the owner, is in the back seat. Every hour is happy hour at Tuscan Market and Wine Shop, as it should be.
That's right.
They are a wine and beer bar that offers food, not really a restaurant. Their vibe is more, let's mingle before catching a great show, and less of, let's take the family out for dinner.
Right.
Or, let's go here before we have the family dinner.
Right.
Yes, absolutely.
Or after.
Yes,
yeah,
totally.
Why not both?
Exactly.
Both. You need wine before and after.
There's a lot of whining.
So one of the reasons we're here, River Toussaint Rabbitte of wht.rbbt.obj, performing at Tuscan in Arlington Heights. You're too late if you're watching or listening to this right now, but she'll be back March 19th, April 2nd, April 16th, April 30th, May 14th. That's a lot.
We just keep going. We're here every other Wednesday playing music. It's half price wine night, and so it's always a good time on Wednesday.
Always a good time. And we have food. Again, a restaurant by no means, but there's food here at this wine and beer bar. And the second you walk into Tuscan, you can smell the pizza.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the first, before I even noticed all the cool art, like the rock art on the walls, I noticed the smell of the pizza.
And I will say that this is one of those places where the menu is my favorite type of menu. It doesn't have a ton of things going on. It does a few things really well. And by
That's
a few
the
things,
secret.
It's everything on the menu that they do. And like literally every time I eat her, it's yes, chef. And I'm pretty sure I say that every time I come here to the chef, who is fabulous.
But that is the point. I go to so many restaurants like you, and I'm thinking, there's no way you can make all those things well.
No.
Like, pick a few things. You go to one of those Chinese restaurants. There's one right across from the Riv. I went there. It's like one of those 10-page menus. I'm like, really? You do lobster and octopus?
That gives me anxiety. I'm like, I can't even, like, it's because, like, I will go to a place and, like, if the menu is more than, like, 2 pages long, I'm like, I can't make a decision now. It's complicated.
Diners are like that, and when I go to a diner, it's like, okay, either it's going to be a patty melt or Monte Cristo. I'm not messing around with the fried chicken plate. Oh, yeah,
Pancakes.
Pancakes.
Can't go
exactly.
wrong.
You can't go wrong. So that said, I smelled the pizza right when I walked in, and I talked to River Toussaint Rabbitte of the band White Rabbit Object before coming here. She's like, "Should we get a pizza?" I said, "Sure." And I'm looking at the menu. I said, "Tuscan Heat speaks to me.
Yep.
And you said,
It's the best one on the menu.
can we
Can't go
confirm,
wrong.
Tracy?
Yes.
You agree?
Well, yes. I love Giardiniera, but I love Giardiniera. But I
this-
don't need it on a pizza all the time. So Tuscan Heat's probably my second favorite. But I love a good Tuscan Heat.
Is your first favorite the Tracy Ann?
No, that's probably my third.
That one I also
The
really
margarita
like.
with pepperoni is my current favorite. I switch.
Dang.
So what else is on the menu?
Mostly the pizza. We have appetizers. We probably sell more bar boards and cheese boards than anything else. We sell a lot of carrot
Makes
cake.
sense.
A lot of
Lot of
carrot
carrot
cake.
cake.
That's
Yeah,
'cause that
we have
carrot cake
fabulous
is,
carrot cake, yeah.
yeah.
It's restaurant week, so there's a lot of samples going out right now too, and then some sandwiches and some salads. But the pizza's the mainstay.
Makes
Pizza
sense.
and carrot cake, yeah.
Sold. Okay, so Tuscan Market and Wine Shop, 141 West Wing Street. Shall we sample the Tuscan Heat? Is this going to burn our faces off?
No, you gotta
no.
just go
No,
for it.
No.
Okay.
I'm handing it over.
Okay.
It's warm. Be prepared.
It is in the capable hands of River Toussaint Rabbitte.
And there's
White Rabbit
napkins
Option.
here in the console. in the
Brilliant.
Look at
Okay.
that. She's amazing.
Here's the unboxing. Oh, look at that.
Should we do like an
Beautiful.
ASMR thing?
So the Tuscan Heat is basil pesto sauce. I can smell that basil straight up.
Yeah, it's good.
Smoked Gouda, mozzarella, Italian sausage, and hot giardiniera. Mm-hmm. Oh, look at that.
Yeah. It's a gorgeous.
It is.
It's a gorgeous za.
Yeah.
It smells
If you love
divine.
Giardiniera, it's the perfect thing.
She's a beaut.
She
Clark.
is a good one.
I
She's
got to
fresh
tell you,
and hot.
Tracy, I am late in life to giardiniera on pizza.
Yeah.
It was not something I had as a kid, a teen,
Me neither.
even a young adult. Now that I've discovered it, can't get enough.
Right. Yep.
Huge fan.
Yeah, we put it on a lot of things, so it's good on a Tuscan Heat for sure.
All right, I'm going to have a piece.
You need to.
Okay, here's a
go,
napkin
Go
if you
forth,
need it.
and I just want to see your reaction.
Me too.
Oh, look at that cheese
Look how
pull,
pretty.
you guys! Look at that cheese
Wow.
pull.
You did good.
There's no elegant way to eat this on
No.
my silly little dash cam
I'm
camera.
so excited for this. He got the good cheese pull.
Mm-hmm.
He did get the good cheese.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's
It's-
a good thing.
Oh, this
It's
is
not
really...
it's not just beautiful. It's hot.
Yes.
It's hot. It's really well balanced. The Gouda kind of neutralizes the
Yes.
giardiniera. Oh, this is delicious.
And the pesto with it is just, you couldn't do that with the red sauce for sure.
No.
This is definitely better
Nope.
with the pesto.
No, this is big flavor for sure. And
Mm-hmm.
please tell me you're eating with me.
I don't eat before I play, but maybe,
Have a bite.
yeah. Okay,
Have a
I'll,
bite.
I'll have a little tiny.
I need to set this down in order to properly.
Okay.
Give it justice.
Yes. So how often do you do music here outside of?
Oh, yeah. Bunny was my first Wednesday nighter. My first Tuesday nighter was a couple years ago. and that
Would you
guy's
say
in my
maybe
radio.
River was your first?
Oh, yeah. It's my pet name. It's a long,
She has a pet name for you.
old school pet name, but yeah, River. She started with me, I don't remember how long ago, but she came in as a customer and we talked her way into this situation, so that's been working out. And then on Fridays and Saturday nights every month, we do have music every month. And so she's my every other week on Wednesdays, and we have a guy coming in a couple weeks who's going to do one on the off nights, who he plays with a local Eagles tribute.
Okay.
Party
Nice.
tonight, yep. So he's fabulous, Tom. He's come back from Florida, so he'll be here, I think, not the weekend, or like the weekend after, I think you. And then there's another local guy from Arlington Heights, Nahum Smith, who is he teaches guitar, so he's been filling in and doing off nights too. So I'm filling up Wednesdays now. So it's Wednesday, Friday, Saturday.
Love it.
It's the best. It makes it really worth coming in and hanging out. You know, you get a lot of good people in to listen to the music.
And I feel like since we've started doing Wednesdays, like there is a regular group of people
Yes.
that you can
sure.
always
Yes.
find here with us. At least, like I notice when I'm here, and
Right.
it's just like I don't know. It just makes it like this has kind of become like the cool version of Cheers. Like everybody
that's
knows
really
each
true.
other, and like it's a really special thing where you can come and like people are excited to see you and they're excited to run into you, and you know, and it's just become this like family sort of dynamic.
Right.
That's the secret to a successful bar or restaurant. It becomes part of the community.
Right.
Absolutely, not a question.
Communities and neighborhoods are defined by places like this.
It's true.
Not a question.
And as I was setting up, I got here a little bit before you, River. I was watching like groups walk in there. I'm like, oh, this isn't their first time there.
No.
Like this is their spot,
Right.
and it was cool to see. It's weird that I'm the only one eating this pizza.
I took a bite out of this one.
I eat
There's
pizza every
proof.
night. It's
There's
too early
proof.
for me.
It
I'm
is-
in the 9 o'clock crowd.
We should have brought Frank in here. He would have
Oh, dude, yeah.
gladly helped you.
For sure.
The sausage is great too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this pizza's a class act.
Oh my god!
It's so good.
The green sauce, the pesto, not terribly common, especially not with some of these flavors. This is right on.
And our pesto is nut free, so if you have a nut allergy, this is the pesto for
Wow.
you. So, I mean,
Do you substitute?
no, we just don't. It's more almost a chimichurri as opposed to a pesto, but it's a basil pesto without nuts. So,
All right, this is great.
solves a
I'm,
lot of
She
problems.
stuns.
River, you're going to be left holding that. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Do you want me to close it so it doesn't get
Yeah.
get cold?
That's so good. It's the cheese too. Oh my god!
It's perfect.
I can't tell you. There have been some nights though where like I've played and had like one too many glasses of wine and we had ordered a pizza. No, not
Stop
me.
it.
And we have this pizza and like I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't need any. And then we get home and I'm like, that pizza's gonna be amazing right now, and it hits every time.
It reheats really well, especially in a cast iron on top of the stove. Don't do
Ooh,
the
out of cast
microwave.
iron.
Mhm. It's the perfect way to reheat any pizza.
Is it wrong that I don't mind cold pizza in the
Oh, I
morning?
love
I
it.
love it.
I love cold
I
pizza.
Leave
also
it on
love
the
it.
counter and just eat. It's perfect. But if you have to, reheat it in
cast
the
iron.
My
Perfect.
tip of the day.
All right, so River Toussaint Rabbitte, I mentioned Put Down for Love, new single coming out March 28th. Why a solo song and why not a White Rabbit Object song?
That's a great question. So this set of songs is actually from a body of work that I put together back in 2017. And I recorded it out in Brooklyn and was really, really proud of the way this album came together, but just kind of like sat on it because I wasn't really sure like what I wanted to do with it. And Frank had recommended, why don't you try putting
Frank
it
from
out?
White Rabbit Object.
Frank from White Rabbit Objects, yes. He put the idea in my head that I should release this now because A, White Rabbit Object has some legs, and B, there are definitely some songs that I've written that I'm protective over, I guess. And so not that I don't want to share, but like it just feels like it's my baby,
Yeah, I get it.
I guess. And so, I don't know, this just feels like something that should stay, like it was mine to start with, and I put that work into creating it, and now like it just feels like something that I need to release on my own.
And Frank's on board.
Oh, totally. Absolutely.
So is this additive to White Rabbit Object more than anything else?
Yeah, because I don't think I would ever tour as just River or like, other than like, the shows that I get to play at, Tuscan and a few other places. I'm not trying to make a habit out of like being a solo artist. I feel like my identity as like a songwriting, artist that has creative integrity is with White Rabbit Object, and this is just sort of like a fun little thing that I get to do because of that. Like I don't know that anybody would be listening to River releasing solo stuff if it weren't for White Rabbit Object. So I think the two sort of go hand in hand, I guess.
That makes sense. Speaking of White Rabbit Object, work on the third album is underway.
Yes, it is.
Oscar Bravo Juliet.
Oscar Bravo Juliet. You got it.
And I did the pre-order on the vinyl.
Yes.
Where's that at? Is it?
It's coming
Okay.
shortly. I promise.
This is exciting.
It's very exciting. We actually got a test pressing the other
Ooh.
day, and we were like, oh, we got to remaster some stuff for vinyl. So we are making sure that it is absolutely perfect before it gets into anybody.
Yeah, because that's a whole different set of rules for audio.
Oh, totally. Absolutely. And not that we have to really worry about, like, I don't know, vinyl records today are very different than, like, vinyl records, like, previously. Like,
Sure.
Now there's not so much of, like, that sort of lossy compression scheme where, like, you have, like, the very low lows that just go super low. Like, that's why when you listen to a record that's older, like, you can hear some notes on those records that you can't necessarily hear on a CD. Today we have that, though. There's a certain range in which you can record a vinyl record and master a vinyl record, so it really does sound like a CD, which is cool. But yeah, we're really excited about it coming out.
So in the meantime, we have this solo single, Put Down for Love, March 28th. Definitely a moody sounding song.
Super moody.
And we were talking about the vibe, like the sleety, snowy kind of transition winter into spring night feels totally appropriate for this kind of music and this
Absolutely.
kind of song. The keyboards feel kind of cryptic on this. And then there's that hint of horns.
Yes.
Love.
4-part horn section. That's really, I guess that's really like the one thing that sets these tracks apart, is that like there is that sort of horn section to give it that really like upscaled moodiness, I guess. But yeah, that's one of my favorite parts of the track.
That's how I'm going to describe myself when I'm feeling surly. I'm having a day of upscale moodiness.
Upscale moodiness.
I hope you understand.
It's adult moodiness. Just
Yes.
upscaled moodiness. Yeah, because it's not like you're throwing a tantrum. It's not like you're, you know, laying on all fours, pounding your fists against the floor. You know, it's a little more upscale than that.
That's right.
Yeah.
The production is among the best I've heard for anything your voice has been on.
Thank you.
It sounds great. It sounds like I'm crashing at a late night jazz club, but then it becomes this big sweeping rock song.
Yeah.
Which is awesome.
It's cool. I think that's one thing that hasn't changed about me, in the sense of like my musical identity, is like I find that I tend to be pretty genre-less.
We talked about that. I mean,
Yeah.
you work so well in and around so many different circles and areas.
I think it's really easy when people tell you that you sound like somebody else, that it's easy to sort of pigeonhole yourself into trying to do whatever that genre is. And I think for a while I did that, and this record, or this song, was really like a way to sort of like unbox myself from that. And it's like, 'cause, yeah, we can do the jazz and the neo-soul and the R&B stuff all day long, but like I still love rock and roll. I still love, you know, music that's like powerful in a way that's like loud and heavy. And so this was sort of the culmination of all of those sort of things coming together.
Now, Tracy, who's in the back seat from Tuscan Market, you're a huge music fan.
I am.
What is it about Rivers music or White Rabbit Objects music that hooked you?
Well, let's see. Where do we start? First of all, she's a female singer, and we don't have a lot of those. So right off the bat, we're happy to have her in for that. And then her range, she does do a great job. And people do say she has an Amy Winehouse feel. Not that I'm pigeonhole her, but she definitely does rock those out when she plays them. And then she goes from there, and we have a a local on Wednesday who comes and wants to sing other things with her, and we can't get her to do a lot of Prince, but we can get her to do almost anything.
I do play one Prince song.
One Prince
when I'm
song,
here.
yes.
And
She's
only if they
fabulous.
really beg me.
What is it?
Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
It's not Let's Pretend We're Married
People-
or Erotic City.
No, but I could see me doing those. That seems like on
She
brand.
definitely tries to acquiesce to the crowd and do whatever they throw out, and she'll take risk, that's for sure.
So, your voice, since it came up, I'm a fan. This song, Put Down for Love, it seems like you're almost restrained for part of the song with how you're singing it.
Yes. Intentional. I definitely like to, and I think that you'll hear this in, especially more in this next White Rabbit Object record. I really like when the vocals and the music sort of dance with what the song is trying to acquiesce. So whatever the song is trying to say, I really want to sort of make like it's like acting, you know, and when you're writing about something like submission or this passion, and you know, it can look so many different ways. And for me, part of that was restraining my voice in the song and then like letting it go really big at the mid end, the climax of the song, if you will.
I will.
Okay.
You almost dared me to talk about the lyrics. It's interesting. I was watching the White Rabbit Object performance of Dirty Love on a local, it's not a podcast, it's a video cast in the studio, The Bunker.
Oh, The Bunker, yeah.
You're playing Dirty Love, and as you get to the lyrics, I'll put my hands on your shifter. You just worry about the clutch. You said, but what does it mean? Was that... It was a reference to Car con Carne.
It was a reference to Car con Carne. It was. And it's funny. It's funny because now, like, I don't do it every time, but, like, I can't remember maybe we were just at rehearsal or whatever the last gig. No, it was the last gig we played. And we got to that part in the song, and I was like, but what does it mean? What does it mean? And it just makes me laugh every time. Because you went as far as, like, you, not only did we talk about it, but then you commented it to me in all caps. And I was, it just makes me giggle. So now it's
a little bit of an Easter egg there.
It is.
It was.
It's a car con carne Easter egg.
Nice.
It made me smile. Okay, so let's talk about the lyrics of this song.
Okay.
I mean, this is who you are. This is what you wrote. Taking my time. He's got his mind on my body. Take a minute, love. Now wait a minute, Daddy. Not the first time Daddy's made it to a song.
No. I blame Frank.
It's also an Easter egg. Daddy's an Easter egg.
It is.
In your lyrics. Because I'm putting out, yes, I'm putting down for your love. And then we get to the happy ending, if you will. Takes me down easy, just to break my stride. Hands around my neck, in his suit and tie. Because I want that ball and chain kind of honey. The bruises that he left lets me know that he wants me. So the relationship dynamics are back in your lyrics.
I'm glad you brought this up because I think that some people will see these lyrics and think that like I'm a very submissive person or that I like don't care about like women's autonomy, but at the end of the day, like this song is very much about the autonomy to choose pleasure in whatever way that it makes you happy and it makes you see fit. I think that we are really, really quick to, again, I'll bring up boxes. We are very quick to put people, especially women, people that identify as female, in boxes. And it just feels very unfair to not let people sort of like, as long as you're not hurting anybody else, like,
right.
Why can I not feel entitled to my joy and my pleasure in whatever way that I see fit? And like, isn't that like the ultimate freedom? I don't know. For me, I think that's part of it. And I'm not ashamed of like what brings me joy and what brings me pleasure, like in the scope of my own sort of life, I guess. And I don't know. I feel like these lyrics are super reflective of that, and it's also just hot, so let's be real. I was all up on my high horse, and then I was like, let's just bring it right back down. It's just, yeah, I don't know. There's something about writing sexy lyrics that are evocative and you know, provoke people to feel something that, you know, is like half the fun of being an artist. Like we can use that power for a lot of fun things, if you will.
Now, I want to be clear. I'm not zeroing in on the lyrics to be creepy. It's just
I'm glad you did.
These are themes that have reappeared through the years, and it's worth mentioning that there's a motif here.
Car con carne listeners, I am who I am.
And we love you for it.
I have put myself in this box. No, I think that it's super, and honestly, like, I think it's very fun to write from different characters as well, and sort of like, although I will say that some of these characters, like, maybe you can't tell them apart, but no, it's just, I don't know, it's fun to write about things that feel like maybe you couldn't say them in like an everyday conversation with somebody.
And the way you sing them and the instrumentation, I mean, it all fits together. It's like Gouda and Basil Pesto and Italian Sausage and Giardiniera.
Totally.
They all come together on one slice of pie.
On the note of Basil Pesto, normally I am not a pesto fan, but this is like the pesto that I want in my life. All over.
Well, it's subtle.
Yeah, it's because there's no nuts. Mm-hmm. Even though I made you guys both cookies with nuts in them.
That's true.
Hopefully you're not allergic. Nobody's allergic?
Oh, no. Yeah. River brought a bag of cookies made with brown butter, dark chocolate, sea salt, and pistachio.
And love.
And love, obviously.
And love.
Obviously.
Because that's what you do for people you care about.
So I literally had 60 seconds before you came out for the podcast. It was too long for me to go without trying that cookie.
That's fair.
So you walked in the car, I had a face full of cookie. I couldn't be left alone with the bag of cookies.
I mean, if it makes you feel better, I have that same kind of sweet tooth, and like don't leave me alone with the cookies.
For sure.
Or the carrot cake, which if you guys come to Tuscan, which you should, just do yourself a favor, order the carrot cake.
Again, Tuscan Market and Wine Shop. It is 141 West Wing Street in Arlington Heights. One of the many things we love about this place, parking's easy.
It is.
Like, it's just so easy to get here and just drop anchor for the night.
Yep, that's
You should
true.
see it in the summer. They put all the tables out on the
yeah, al fresco's nice.
yeah, it's gorge.
You
It's
sit
gorgeous.
right here. There would be a table, and you could sit at it and listen to music outside. Friday
Because
and
I would be
Saturday.
outside.
Yes.
And there's a Jewel across the street in case you want to get some bread or
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
or a snack or like
You run
some
out of
cheese.
lemons.
Or
Yeah.
some really
Ice.
crappy sushi.
You do.
I have not just once, many times I've had grocery store sushi.
Same.
It's not bad.
It's
I mean,
I'm not above it. I
anything.
didn't say I was above it,
I go with vegetable, but it works.
but all I'm saying is that Shaku is right down the road, and if you wanted better sushi,
Oh, and Toa next door. You want
Yeah.
some Korean? That stuff's the best.
oh yes. See, Arlington Heights is a wealth of.
It is. We'll do a crawl next time.
We should.
We can. I can hook you up with that. I know people.
All right, so it is so windy in the Chicago area. Like, it's one of those nights when you open the door, the car door, it just flies open.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I was genuinely when those people were like getting out of their car. I was very worried
I
that
thought the pizza
it
was going to go when I went out the door.
Oh my God! All right,
would've been
you have a show to do, River Toussaint Rabbitte.
I do.
Put Down for Love, March 28th. It'll be available for streaming in all the places you might expect. Back here at Tuscan Wine Bar. I'm not going to give all the dates because,
There's a lot.
There's
right.
a website. You can
But
find it.
I'll put them. I'll put them in the text that goes with the episode. But the 19th of March, shake off the St. Patrick's Day hangover.
Yes.
With some wine.
Spend the day recouping, then come back hard on the 19th.
Right.
And then you've got other dates coming up too. Again, those will be online. The new song sounds great. Not
Thank you.
surprising. New White Rabbit Object music also in the works. And then Tuscan Market and Wine Shop. Tracy, thank you for sharing pizza. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
just hanging out with us. I know this is probably a little
Absolutely.
weird doing it in front of your restaurant.
No.
Not
this
your restaurant,
is
your
not
wine bar.
the weirdest thing at all, ever. No. So much weirder things in
This is the kind of place that deserves it, though. They deserve
Yeah.
to be like they deserve to have the exposure and the accolades because they are just truly like this is a. It just feels like the place to be.
This is
Love
like
it.
me going home at the end of the night and just listening to the radio until I want to go inside, so it's perfect.
Love it.
Awesome. Well, thank you both.
Thank you.